Okay, so in this quick tutorial you're going to learn how to transform typographical letter forms. So it can be as simple as this example where only parts of a single letter have been broken up, and then you can play around with how you lay out your words. They don't have to be connected all the time. These are still legible and readable. We did a little bit of this example before where you can change the opacity and make multiples with the Alt key. And again, you can duplicate elements of a letter form and multiply them or join up parts like this example. This will allow you, when you're creating your own hierarchy inspired posters, to have dynamic, unusual, engaging and interesting designs rather than all of your type always being in a rectangle or a square grid. So you're going to open up Illustrator and you're going to choose a font that links to International Swiss style. So this font I've chosen is a free downloadable one called Swansea, and I'm going to use a letterform. So you're going to get your type tool, T, and on a new artboard you're going to try this with a single letter, and then you could try it with a word. So I'm just going to try with a single letter, and I'm going to enlarge it with the selection V tool. Remember, when you click on the V tool, it brings up this box which allows you to rotate and scale, either warping it if you don't hold shift or keeping it in proportion if you hold shift and then let go. After you've done that, you're going to want to press backspace or select your line segment tool, which is here. And to make things easy, choose a different stroke color so you can see the line segment tool, something different to the color of the box. So when I click with the line segment tool, it should come up nice and clearly. If you hold shift, your line will be straight or at a perfect 45-degree angle, or you can just, without the shift key, choose where you want it to go. Now if I held shift and I wanted this one to be in the center of the A, I can use the direct selection tool A and I can join this up. So if that's where I wanted it to go, I also then need to make my letter form, currently is still a vector type. I need to make it into a shape by right clicking, create outlines. Now you can see it's got the anchor points and the paths. It's now a shape, just like if I was to make a shape here, it's now a shape. So what that allows me to do is the next bit. So I'm going to select the line segment. It has to be on top, and then shift and click to do two things at once, or multiple selections. So shift click the A, so now you've got both selected. You're going to go to your Pathfinder, and here you've got options to do certain changes to both, and we're going to use divide. If it's not here, you can go to Window, Pathfinder, or you can set up your workspace and reset it to Essentials, and it will be there. So I'm going to click divide with them both selected, with the line segment selected first on top. And now that what that's done, if I go and select part of it after ungrouping, so I right click, ungroup, because currently both sides are grouped, it's divided this letter form in half. So I can move them around independently. I can, using the V selection tool, I can scale them up and I can rotate them. I can also change the color of them. So if I go to I could change the fill, make sure if it's in grayscale mode, click on the panel, change it to color, RGB, choose your color, and now I've got an A, but in a different way. You can do the exact same thing with a word. So if I delete these, so you could write out your word, And using the exact same technique, line segment tool, choose a color for the line segment tool, have the fill blank. Maybe this time I'm going to go through the center of this, but holding shift, so it's exact, or I could try a different way. Maybe I'll try this. Make sure this is set to outlines. The letterforms are set to create outlines. Select the segment first, shift click, select the letterforms, group them, and then divide. And now ungroup them, and exactly again, I can click on part of this and it will move. I can scale this bit down and manipulate it how I wanted. What you can then do is, using the isometric grid that you might have created on the back layer, and it's a locked layer, you can then align this to the grid so then it's in line with the design styles of International Swiss style. And that's the first tutorial.